Hello, welcome back to another episode of Aquatopia. This is a We Play Minecraft world. It's set in 1.13, and I've been working on several things. For instance, I've been catching some tropical fish. Well, tropical fish and cod, tossing them in the pool here, which I fixed up a little with some sandstone. And I had my sheep pinned, but I let them loose. Don't know if that was a good idea or not, but I could always put them in later. I built an automatic chicken farm and cooker. I got 5 chickens by cracking 3 eggs. First egg cracked, produced 1 chicken. The second egg produced no chickens, and the third one, I've never seen it before, 4 chickens popped out of 1 egg. So anyway, I led them all into the chicken cooker here, and it's working pretty good. I've also got my village breeder. This is a Corrales village breeder design, which leads down into the village trading hall. Villager trading hall. I have to say, I'm not putting a lot of effort into trading with the villagers because the automatic fish farmer kind of makes it unnecessary, but here we go. With the latest edition, and coming right along. So, let's see. Today we're going to walk out here. As you can see, I've been terraforming as much as possible. Still a relatively small part of the mushroom island has been changed. This tip out here, still in its original form, although I've chopped down some of the mushrooms. I've killed very few mushrooms though, however. I would like them to remain. And out here I have a chest because I was diving in the water and ran out of room to place some stuff, so tossed it in here. And I was dismantling this shipwreck, and I'm going to continue with that right now. Now in 1.3 there are so many ways to be able to breathe underwater. You've got potions. You've got the conduit. And you can set a door down and create a little bubble of air. So this shipwreck has already been stripped of treasure from its treasure chest. However, there are some more one man's treasure is another man's treasure, and all this wood is certainly treasure to me, because I'm living on a mushroom island with very few trees, only trees being the ones I planted myself. So this is one of several ships that I've been mining for wood, one might say. Of course, you always want to keep an eye out for the drowned, although I think the lighter it is, the less you have to worry about them. They do always seem to show up eventually. They have a fairly long tracking range, meaning they can sense you from quite a long distance. One of the other great things about 1.13 is the floating items. You can just mine, or in this case, chop wood and then collect it all once you get back to the surface. boat is handy for that, although not completely necessary. So I've actually been playing much less than I had been because of several reasons. Well, my SMP games are on hiatus, waiting for updated plugins. I've been doing some building on a creative game, just doing some planning, what are the things I might like to build. And I've also been watching lots and lots of Hermitcraft, which just started season 6. I'm a big Hermitcraft fan. Started out watching Wells Knight, his Hermitcraft episodes, and then kind of expanded to the other hermits. And some of them are truly outstanding. Some are so-so, but it's always fun. If you've never played on a multiplayer server like they are doing, and like I do on Wells Knight Patreon server, to my mind, that really is the best way to play Minecraft. Alright, so we've almost completely decimated the ship. This will provide us with a lot of wood we need for all kinds of building. These ships actually look pretty good. They're pretty well designed. And they include a lot of jungle wood usually, which is historically accurate, because the pirates of the Caribbean, as it were sailing around the coasts of tropical islands and South America, and when they built their ships, and more importantly when they repaired them, they relied on the wood from the rainforests down there. Look at that, that's an entire shipwreck harvested. Dolphins something to play with too. And there's some bubbles from magma down in the ravine, which if you're not careful will pull you down. That's good stuff. Can make good use of all of that. Alright, speaking of ravines, since we're here, let's take a look down there. As you can see, I have a trident, and I've got a couple of enchantments on it. Well, that's disappointing. There's really not much down here. I don't see any magma. Let's try this guy. There we are. There is a little bit of magma. And probably there will be a chest in here. Maybe. nice fishing pole, but I don't have room for it all. Some more bubbles. So I'm guessing there's some magma under that sand, maybe. There's an air pocket. It's fairly unusual in the game now. Okay, so it's dark and the drown will start to come out. Alright, so this is a pretty full trip. Alright, so I've got the loyalty on my trident. I don't have the one which causes lightning to strike. I think that's channeling, although I could be wrong. Let's see if there are any ground popping up over here. Most places on this island, there's one. Most places on the island it's too steep for them to get up and get out, although I have had a couple wander out. Alright. Yeah. So, just like Thor with his hammer, Mjolnir. I forget to give this one a really good name though. I saw online that my friend Vander had a trident that he named Poseidon's Fork. But as you know, if you're a watcher of the Big Bang Theory, tridents have 3 tines and forks have 4 tines. So. Okay, so over here we've got our pumpkin farm, which is doing pretty well. Yep. We've got our sugarcane farm, which is doing much better even. And I built these, unfortunately, too close together because I always get mixed up and turned around when I build the pumpkin farm, and I built it backwards. So I was supposed to face this way. And that didn't work out. Okay, so we'll pop in here, take a sleep. Okay, I was building a tower over here, but I took it down. It was right where the sheep is because it didn't look that great. It was made out of andesite mostly and just didn't look right. Anyway, here I am building a beach, and I'm going to build some beach chairs and some beach cabanas and fix this all up looking nice, and it's going to come all the way out to the end here. It doesn't quite get all the way out. See here, I scraped all the mycelium away. Just have this little patch of mycelium left to scrape here. But I ran out of sand, so I'll have to go get more sand. And if you look over there, you see my big fish, because I've turned my original little starter house into Captain Ahab's fish and chips. Now when I start playing on the multiplayer server, I've decided I'm going to make a Captain Ahab's fish and chips store on both servers. I'm going to be playing on, again, on the Wells Night Patreon server on Season 4, And I'll also be playing on Stina Rose's Patreon server, which is the Greenhouse. And if you don't watch Wells Knight, you definitely should. He is probably the best Minecraft builder on the internet, on YouTube. And yeah, so we get quite a bit of fish here. More raw fish here. Anyway, he's probably the best builder around. And speaking of builders, Grian is now on Hermitcraft, which is great because I watch Grian all the time, and everybody's expecting him to do really horrible on Hermitcraft, but he's done some ingenious things right off the start. Alright, let's put some of this away. I'm not going to bother to sort this all by item. I'm just going to throw it in the chest for the correct type of wood. So here we've got our jungle wood. Throw those in there. We got our spruce up here. That's more jungle. It's a fence though. Throw our coal in there. Let's see. I know one of these is running low on coal. Well, maybe not. Try to keep them all fueled up. Alright. As you can see over here, I've got my enchanting area. We've got extra bookcases and my potion brewing stand, which so far I've just been using to build to make water breathing potions. Okay, there we are. But I want to make some other potions. I'd like to get just a whole bunch of them stored up. Let's see. Because potions that require some type of mob part, like spider eyes, are not bad because I can fish them up at the fishing farm. But ender eyes and things like that are hard to come by when you're living on a mushroom island because you don't have mobs spawning. Alright, let's stick these in here. Toss that empty bottle back in here. Okay. So the one thing I wanted to try out was, I guess I don't have a drawer for pressure plates. Alright, let's get some stone here. Just need a couple pieces. Stone pressure plate. Okay. So I've got this slab here to prevent the water from flowing out, but I think you can do the same thing with just a pressure plate. So that would be right there. Yeah, there we go. That's much better. I don't even need one here because the water continues on up. However, what you can do is, if this is solid source blocks, which it isn't, there's only a source block at the top, but if this were all solid source blocks, which I could make it be, then you could put soul sand or magma at the bottom, and it would create a column of air that you could breathe while you were going up and down. However, that's a relatively short jump. You're not going to run out of air unless you somehow glitch or get stuck in there. Alright, and as you can see, some of the sheep have wandered in. Here, why didn't you just pop back in there? Why didn't that teleport you? Okay, I'd like you to get back to your island where there's grass. Come on. That's all you need to do. Touch it. There you go. And you're back. But you. You want to go back? No, you don't. Alright, well, I'm not going to spend the time fighting with you. I'm on a mission. As you can see, I haven't got much done on my nether hallway. It's continues on straight to the savannah and left here to the edge of the canopy forest. But it is safe, at least. The nether hallway I'm speaking of, not necessarily the canopy forest. Here we are. There's the forest. This is the not quite finished little house here, and this is my source for both sand and lava. And as I discovered the other day, there's quite a little crevice down here. Let's see. Yeah, that's a pretty good drop. So in a multiplayer world, we would have a designated desert to get sand from, and since everybody uses sand for glass and sandstone, it usually gets decimated pretty quickly. On the Wells Night Patreon server, they're considering opening up an alternate dimension for mining so that the landscape isn't totally destroyed. And, you know, if people want to do that, that's fine. It's kind of cheaty in a way. What you should really do is learn to mine and get resources without destroying your whole landscape. But since that's something we haven't managed to learn in real life, I guess it's not realistic to expect people to do that in the game. If you want to see what strip mining especially does to a landscape, visit Oklahoma sometime, where coal mining has just devastated the land, and their promises to put it back the way it was when they got there are basically one big joke, where they leave the land pockmarked full of coal pits, which fill up with water and become dangerous for people to fall into, and just rocky fields that are fairly good for cattle grazing. And of course, then along comes a choice of EPA administrator heading the office that is supposed to protect our environment, and they get Scott Pruitt from Oklahoma. Thankfully he's out now, but I don't know that his replacement will be any better, but just the fact is nobody from Oklahoma should ever be EPA administrator. Alright, well, it's dark, and unlike my Mushroom Island, things actually do spawn here, like a whole party of skeletons, a party of creepers, another skeleton and a zombie over there, spiders, where they really pop up in herds in this version. Everybody coming in with a friend. Alright, so how much, yeah, we got quite a haul of sand. And I will have some salmon. This is, well, I forgot what I was going to say right there. So, one of the problems with the fact that no mobs show up in Mushroom Island is I happen to know where a stronghold is, but I think I only have one Ender Eye, and I got that by killing an Enderman here in the Nether at the fortress when I was going to pick up some extra blaze rods. So I'm going to need at least, you know, I don't even know how many Eyes of Ender I'm going to need for that to reactivate that portal, but it's probably going to be at least 6 or 7. Seriously? The bed's too far away? Okay, so now that we've got our sand, oh, take a look at our island here. Here's our beach up here. Main area, basically doubled the size of this. Right about there was the line we had before. There's our villager breeder. There was the shipwreck, and I completely decimated that shipwreck, so I wonder if I take that out and I put it back, will that shipwreck be gone? Yep, it's gone. Okay. So, this is what the island looks like so far. So next time, we will come back and finish our beach if I haven't done so off camera. And we've got lots of other things to build. And in any case, if we do finish off the beach off camera, we'll build our cabanas and our beach furniture and a couple little beach umbrellas over here. Maybe a little bar to get drinks from. That'd be cool. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. If you liked it, if you liked the video, click a like. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing that. Thanks again for joining me, and remember, keep on Minecrafting.